Hello, everyone, and welcome to North Metro TV News. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Johnson, sitting in for Rusty Ray. Well, first up today, businesses face higher taxes after state lawmakers failed to reach a deal on how to replenish the unemployment insurance fund. After layoffs during the pandemic, it's more than $2 billion in the red. North Metro business leaders say the legislature missed a key deadline on March 15th that will cost businesses. It was 2 years ago this month when Governor Walz ordered many businesses to close due to COVID. Dentists were seeing only emergency patients, restaurants and bars were shut down, along with fitness centers. The unemployment rate in Anoka County climbed to nearly 10%. A flood of workers needing help filed for unemployment benefits, and now the fund is in the red and needs to be replenished.
The fund was depleted during the pandemic, of course. It was used for what it was created for, which was to support workers who were unemployed and who needed benefits. So most states have used their federal relief funds to replenish the fund. The state of Minnesota chose not to do that, so we are still at a deficit.
To make up the shortfall, unemployment insurance taxes are going up an average of 30% for employers, but some are much higher.
This was completely preventable.
In a letter to the Star Tribune, Metro North Chamber President Lori Higgins urged the legislature to act and use some of the surplus to replenish the fund before the higher rates went into effect. That didn't happen.
So that means that the higher taxation rates now go into effect, and so which is huge for businesses. It's a massive increase. And so being that we're now in tax season, businesses are now being prepared to pay their taxes. So unless something is fixed right away, they will continue to have this hit to their bottom line.
The state Senate passed legislation with bipartisan support in February, but the House did not, choosing to wait until bonus pay for frontline workers during the pandemic gets approved.
And if you were willing to work with us on an agreement to help frontline workers, we could pass that bill anytime you want.
Higgins says tying separate issues together is nothing new in politics, but it shouldn't be used when there's a deadline.
The problem, though, is that when you have something with such a time-sensitive deadline, when you have a problem that could have been fixed, it just makes people even more disenfranchised with what's happening at the Capitol when they tie issues together that shouldn't be tied together.
State leaders could undo the tax, but that could be complicated and expensive. Lori Higgins said business interests will continue to work with the legislature on the unemployment fund.